channel, Prairie Scraps. We are here today. I am doing, I guess it's really my third try at doing heat transfers slash sublimation. So I'm still learning, but I thought I would bring you along with my learning process because, I always want to know all the ins and outs. And if I make a mess, you guys get to benefit, right? So I had a little trip to Hobby Lobby yesterday and was kind of excited to see. Now that I had tried sublimation, it was a little bit easier to go and do some looking and perusing to try to find some things to make. So, and I was really thinking very hard about, well, what could I make with the heat transfers we carry and actually sell at the farmer's market as well as on my website. So, if you want the information for all the things that I got today, just go ahead and message me. That my information is down below on text and just say Apple cutting board or cutting board, and I will get you all the information for all the things that I used. But anyway, I made a trip and down the aisle of sublimation stuff and, hemmed and hawed. I don't know about you guys, but I like overthink these new kinds of projects a lot. So anyway, I think I found something really fun and super exciting to make. I got in some more of the heat transfers because if you remember my last t-shirt that I made, This Girl Loves Jesus, that was so very cute. There's 2 transfers in each pack. And so this one is apple picking. Let me show you it really quick. It is backwards to me, but now forwards to you, I think. Apple picking, it says, and it's got this really cute apple in there. Best apples in town. Sweet and juicy for finest quality. So I'm going to put this onto a cutting board. I found a cutting board, a glass cutting board that is a sublimation, food safe, hand wash only. They call it sublimation blanks. And so if you do any sort of sublimation or heat transfers, you probably know this brand. But it was $3.79, and I'm hoping that this cutting board will be something I could sell maybe for 10 or 15, maybe $20. I don't even know. So let me know down below what you think it should sell for on the market. I live in a small area, and we've been doing the farmer's market. My daughter and I have been doing the local farmer's market every other week because we were finding we weren't having huge sales every single week. So I thought maybe if we put some, hello, Puga 1997, hello. This is a crafting channel, and I'm here to share with you tips and tricks. And so I'm going to start out. Oh, the other thing I found was this heat transfer tape. I love this little dispenser, and then you can replace the packages. So it was a little spendy. It was like over $5 for this. So I thought that was a little spendy myself, but oh well, I'm kind of used to Scotch tape prices maybe. So anyway, I am going to, let me show you this, what we're going to do. I have that transfer. I'm going to move you down here. Hello, hello. Unfortunately, I will have to come back and actually respond to you later. So if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. But this is the glass. It's kind of like colored on one side and then clear glass on the other. But because it's colored on the back side, we'll be able to see our transfer. And we'll lay the transfer down. Let me see if you can see here. Okay. All right. And like I said, I can't see comments right now, so please contact me with the information in the description box and make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button. So I'm going to use this transfer tape, and I think I'm just going to use it over here down at the bottom to try to hold it to the glass around the edge here. Side to side, this is a little bit bigger. So, but top to bottom, the cutting board is a little taller. So I'm going to just have it grip on top to bottom because, and this cutting board came with the little feet too. So that was kind of cool. So once we get done, we can put little feet on it. In fact, I was thinking, oh shoot, I didn't get any feet and I don't know if I can get any in town. Thankfully, they thought of that. They knew I was coming. So I'm just going to use this transfer tape to put it down so that if it doesn't like press right away on this, I can move without moving the transfer because sometimes you need to press more than once. Okay, so I'm just using the directions on the back of this. I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper over the top And it says for best results, temperature is 392. Unfortunately, I can't go by twos. I can only go by fives on my Cricut heat press. And then it says 100 seconds is the time. So I've been preheating my press, and we are going to set this on here. It still kind of scares me because I just got this. Oops. Wah. Good thing I had that taped down. Okay, so we're going to start it. I guess I kind of started accidentally. Okay, so then what you do is you hit this button and it counts it down. So it actually went down in temperature, I guess. Hopefully this will work. I might have to do this a couple of times. And they say that, you know, because it's not covering my whole entire surface, so I'll have to move it and do it again. And thankfully I did tape it down. My shirts they actually turned out pretty good, but I did not use any tape on it. And I was holding my breath. So I think this transfer tape is totally going to be worth it because, yeah, I kind of shoved it there for a hot second. Hopefully we didn't smear it. So what this does is it heat sets it into the surface. So there's all kinds of surfaces, like you can make bags, you can make t-shirts, but you do have to, like t-shirts and bags, napkins, pillowcases, blankets, all kinds of things that you can use the heat transfers on. But you do want to be sure that it is a lighter color so that they show up, number one. And two, fabrics need to be like I think they said 70% or higher polyester content. So best is 100% polyester. So I don't exactly understand the process, but it basically turns it into a vapor and it vaporizes into the surface. So we're almost getting done here with this, and hopefully we have gotten that portion of it. And I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to move it down. It is at the correct temperature at this point. Okay, so there it goes, it beeps. So I preset this. Oops, and it's not the transfer that's moving, it's just the parchment paper that's moving. Okay, but it does make me nervous. So we'll just continue waiting for this and see how this goes. There is this tray that comes with the Cricut that keeps it up and keeps it from burning things. I may have to get like a little towel or something to keep under. I have it on a metal cabinet, and that's how I've been doing it. So just to keep it there. So I hope you're having a great day. This is my crafting channel. And while we're waiting for 100 seconds twice here, I'm gonna just chat a little bit. Like I said, this is a new product. It's been going hot off the presses. In fact, we had 6 different designs that came out originally. Each design comes with it's a 2-pack of them. And I think this Apple one is no longer available. So if you see something that you like in the heat transfers, I highly suggest getting it. In fact, really anything in our line, that is the thing, because our company is making things to be totally like not overstocked so that we have to discount it. We don't want to be a discount crafter. We want to be having high quality products to you, but also in demand and not too many in the market. So but if you want to get discounts on it, right now it only costs $10 to become a Perks member. So if you'd like more information about that, I have the Perks link down below. Just go ahead and hit that Perks link. You can take a look at it. It's only $10 and you'll get $20 to spend this month if you join as a Perks member this month. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it beeps. So we're going to take this off and see what kind of damage we did. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess you're supposed to, I do see it kind of peeling itself off. And I did read somewhere to let it cool itself off. So I don't know if you can see how that's kind of popping off on its own. I'm hoping that I don't want to touch the glass. It's going to be super hot. Nope, it's not on there yet. So, and they say to keep putting it back on until the whole thing is on there. So I'm going to do this bottom portion, I think. Maybe it was just like more hot. I feel like I don't want to touch it. It's sort of hot. maybe stuck it to my surface. I'm on a cutting board, or I'm not on a cutting board. I am currently doing this on my, I just moved that up a little. I'm doing it on my ironing board. Oops. Do not melt your cord. That's not wise. I'm going to do this again. Try it again. Okay. Doing this currently on my, I have my ironing board, and then on top of that, I have one of those ironing pads, and I'm just kind of protecting the heat. Hello, hello. Let me see who's here while we're waiting for this. So kind of boring to look at it. Thank you, Shelly. Good to see you. Appreciate you commenting and helping me out. I am a small business owner, and if you want all the information down below, it's down below. Like I said, that perks, you get 30% off all of your crafting supplies. So it's a great opportunity this month. Not to, kind of a little sales thing, but anyway, it does help me. I do make a little bit off of any purchases off my sites down below. Obviously, if you go to my finished goods site, prairiescraps.com, those are things that I personally handmade. I'm not a factory. I like to make all kinds of fun, crafty, farmhousey type of things. I try to stay in the farmhouse realm. Got a little peanuts going on this summer, so that's kind of exciting. It is hot. I don't know. It's getting hot. We shut the door, so the air conditioning is not out here. Kind of need a fan. I think this thing is heating me up. So actually, it's not very cool. It's very hot. But so thanks for joining. We're here at 16 seconds. I'm kind of waiting. I'm doing the press again. I could see it moving, but they said, I did a little bit more research, and they said if there's anything left on the paper, to keep pressing until you get it all on there. So we're waiting again, and I'm going to actually move it to the top portion of this again and do that again. So we are going to go another 100 seconds on the top section of this glass cutting board that we are making. So not really super exciting, but I think it's really fun. Before I started with the cutting board, there were like fingerprints, because this packaging on this box has a see-through window to touch the glass directly. So I did take a glass cloth and wipe it down. There was something sticky on it too, and I removed all of that to make sure that it was cleaned off. So I guess I probably, because it's got the price on there, I probably can't reuse it. And then the other thing about it, which I didn't realize, I guess says glass cutting board, 1 piece, and then 4 rubber pads. I didn't read that part, but these are little sticky pads you could put on the back side of it and make it a cutting board. So, and it says it's food safe. Although I know part of the process of using the heat transfer is it turns the ink into like a vapor, which infuses into the surface. Doesn't that sound scientific and kind of fun? So, anyway, this is heat safe, I guess, once it's been cooled off, I'm sure. So we're down to about 29 seconds. And like I said, this is a 2-pack. So I was thinking this other one I was going to make into a bag. So I purchased a bag. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, okay. So there's a couple of different things I got, actually, to do the sublimation on. Don't mind the mess. We're getting the camping stuff ready because we're going to go camping this weekend. But here is a couple of bags that I purchased so that I can see if those will sell, because they're nice, pretty nice bags. I don't like them being white though, but you have to have light color for the sublimation because it does not show the color very well if you don't. I'm just waiting. There's really nothing to see here, but I'll let you see. Let's see if see that A is still not there. I wonder if this isn't here at all. Well, this is maybe a big fail. So I've done it twice. It's not coming off at all. There's nothing. This does not work. It is stuck there, so The paper is actually burned to it. This part is not stuck. It'll be very... So apple is there, it looks like, but not all the way. I don't understand this process. It is very hot yet, so I had read somewhere to leave it sit on there. If you have done heat sublimation, please give me any information you might know about this, because I was excited to try a new surface, and this is turning into a fail. So you get to see my fails. It happens, right? It happens. And I wonder if it's like not hotter in the center. Um, so anyway, maybe stay tuned a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna try moving it off a little bit. Thank you if you're sticking this out. This was not my intention to not be. Wonder if temperature is an issue. I'm gonna try in the center. It does say medium pressure. I'm gonna put some pressure this time. I was thinking I could just kind of leave it on because it says light to medium pressure. I'm just gonna press on it and see if that helps. You don't want to like, I have to resist the urge to like push it around like you do for ironing, because that's not what we're doing here. We're pressing it. Pressing means you put it down and then lift it up. And ironing is where you move it around the fabric or whatever the surface is. So we're going to try this again. The apple is coming off. The spelling of the apple looks like it's imprinting. So it seems to be working on some level, which makes me believe maybe part of this Cricut is not as, maybe it's uneven heat. This is the 9x9 size. There is a bigger size. And of course you have the big plates one too. And I bet the big plate ones would be a better, like because they have the high pressure. So maybe it's the pressure thing. We're gonna give that a try, just giving it some pressure. And I went off to the side a little bit too, so we'll see how this works out. I really like this. I'll be really sad if this doesn't work out, because basically it'll waste the cutting board. It'll waste, I guess it's under, the cutting board costs $3.79. I don't think that the, Hobby Lobby kind of, I don't know. I'm going to have to start watching their sales and see if they ever put the sublimation things on sale, because that's going to be a better time to get them. We're about an hour, 15 minutes away. And of course, yesterday, it felt like a lot longer. I'm going to try this again on the other corner, just kind of trying to be super patient with getting this off. So we went shopping yesterday, grocery shopping, before we went to the pool for a party at the pool yesterday, or the aquatic center. And so Hobby Lobby was first stop, right after lunch. By the time we got down there, it was way past lunchtime. We thought we would be there about noon, and we got there about 1. So a little bit of construction, 2 seasons in America, winter and construction, right? So we hit some construction that we had to slow down for and wait, and the whole thing, the whole summer thing. It's kind of par for the course. Maybe it's the pressure. Who knows? So anyway, we went to Hobby Lobby and went to tried to go to the music store. It was closed on Mondays. So I was like really disappointed. I'm like peering in the window, like, please, I need to look at guitars because I'm going to get a new guitar. Going to try to find one that's a little smaller, more manageable for my wrists and hands. So, because I have a lot of guitar students going on right now. I think to give this fair treatment, I'm going to do one more time on each corner. Basically, I'm going top and bottom quarter. Now I'm on the top. This sure is kind of burning the parchment paper, so I don't know. And that heat tape is supposed to just stick there and be fine, so hopefully that is the case. My hands are falling asleep. So, so then from doing the craft store yesterday and trying to get in the music store, then we went to all the big stores. We had to go to Chef's store and get our meat and our drink flavors. And then we went to Costco and got a lot of the big bulk things we get. And then over to Walmart. And then we went to the pool. I want to say the Aquafina, but it's not it. Or the aquifer. I can think of all the words. But anyway, we had fun swimming in the pool for a couple of hours for the party, and then after that it was getting kind of late. So, and we had two vehicles. So my daughters all went in one vehicle, and I drove over to Walgreens and picked up photos. So we usually go grocery shopping here once a month. We'll get the little like small essentials and things in town, but they're overpriced here in town oftentimes. I do try to buy local as much as I can and from small businesses, but I just can't afford to do it all. I really need the bulk and getting it at Walmart and all the things. So unfortunately, that's just how it is. All right, last corner. So anyway, I was trying to explain it. We have an exchange student staying with us for a month from through 4-H, and I was trying to explain we go one time a month, and so the whole back end of the Suburban gets filled up with all of our groceries, and we bring all the coolers and fill them up, and everything is purchased in bulk, and we kind of try to plan for the whole month. So I don't know how you guys do your grocery shopping, but that's the best way here because we can get just all of it and we just sort of budget out for the entire thing all at once. So our first paycheck of the month is always groceries. Well, it's a lot of it. Groceries, mortgage, all the things. It's got to cover everything. So anyway, so I hope you're enjoying your day. It is finally warmed up. Last night was very chilly when we got back. It was pretty cold here. Felt really cold because we had been kind of wet. But up here on the mountain, we are at 3,600 feet on the mountain. And so we have to go down the mountain in order to go shopping or there's closest fast food. So we're kind of remote. So I totally appreciate all you can do as far as subscribing, and make sure you hit that notification button. Give me a few hearts along the way. That helps out my channel and be able to make more things available here, more ideas. So love to hear from you. That really helps my small business out, speaking of small businesses. And let me know if you are crafting along. All right, that was the 4th time on here, and I pushed that time. I'm all for... I'm scared. I still can see this bottom corner is not on there. The apple... I don't know. Let me show you. It's still very hot. You can see it's like stuck down in the middle here, almost like it's burned in. So I'm imagining that portion, and you can see the paper is like burnt too. The apple, the A is on. Ugh, the paper is still very hot. So if you're doing this, be very careful. But I can see it like this didn't come off at all down here. But the A up there is coming off. So I don't understand at all why this is not working. So I'm going to have to do some more research, and I'll have to get back to you. So I kind of don't want to peel the heat tape off because it's sort of holding it, but yet I want to see. Does that make sense? So bits of the paper are like sticking. There's see, the L isn't on there, but the E is. Why? Why is it like that? I don't know. I'm very frustrated by that. So maybe don't try this surface. I don't know. Look at that. The apple isn't there at all. This is very hot, by the way. I don't know what to do because I've got portions of it on there. See, the A mostly is there. All right. Well, thank you for following along and watching yet another fail by me, Dory, at Prairie Scraps. So, well, thank you for checking it out. I apologize, it's not a finished good. I will figure something out and I will still keep you posted because I am going to figure this out. So I hope you are having a very blessed day and it just goes to show. I mean, there's no craft emergency, but and it was kind of an experiment, but I was really, really hoping that it would turn out really great. So unfortunately, it just didn't today. It just wasn't meant to be. So, but someday it will. It does work great on the t-shirts. So far, so good. We've got the t-shirts going pretty good. So thanks so much for joining in, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Make sure you keep on crafting and trying out your own experiments.